Hey guys, the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, today we're going to talk about the Bitcoin dump before Moon. Tron reveals a new project, the Atlas. EOS has been listed on Poloniex and more. But first, let me send a shout out to all my Champagne Crypto maniacs out there. Make sure you're kabooming the like, the subscribe button, and all the post notification bells out there, guys. Make sure you touch all the buttons out there, guys. Big shout out to all the crypto maniac boomers who are tuning in to this live broadcast. Indeed, this is a live broadcast. Champagne Crypto, the voice of the blockchain here, reporting from the blockchain battlefields. As Bitcoin is taking a little hit out here, guys. We're under fire, red and blood on the field. Shout out to all the maniacs that are tuning in to this live broadcast. Let's check out today's mathematics as Bitcoin is currently trading a little low out there, crypto maniacs. Coin market cap right now currently at $267 billion on the crypto bags worldwide. Bitcoin downtown at 7,550. Okay, seems like we're holding that line there of the mid $7,000 range after we were attacked on the left flank by the enemy. We've issued a buy order and HODL advisory worldwide for all the crypto maniac platoon members. Guys, make sure you have your blade sharpened, you have your sniper scope ready, you have your rifle locked and loaded, guys. Perishable goods stocked up, the generators. We may see a possible crypto storm. We don't know. Today we're going to be talking more about it. Ethereum there at $413, Ripple at 43 cents, Bitcoin Cash at $748, EOS at $698, and Stellar at $26, Litecoin at $76, Cardano at 13 cents, IOTA 89, Tron still stuck at 3 cents. We're going to be talking about that project Atlas that they announced not too long ago. Monero at 124, Neo at $28, and Dash at $208 as the rest of the maniacs tune in to this live broadcast. Champagne Crypto, the voice of the blockchain here, reporting live. Guys, make sure you're kabooming all the buttons. Kaboom all the buttons. Let the globe know that Champagne Crypto, the voice, is on the networks spreading that good crypto word, guys. Let's check out the headlines here. You could see that Bitcoin, like gold in 2008, will flash dump, but Moon afterwards. Okay, says this article here. By Omar Faridi. I have it linked down below. It's on cryptoglobe.com, okay? Bitcoin will have a bull run, and after its value drops significantly due to a flash dump, says experienced crypto analyst Willy Woo, okay? So Willy Woo out there, he's tweeting that he thinks we're going to go to about $5,500 to $5,700 next, is what this maniac online is saying. I can't see $7,000 holding, says Willy Woo. Okay, most likely we'll balance a bit, then we'll slide through. Long time frames here, looking into June for rough timing of this to play out at a best guess. And you could see he wrote this back in May, so that's interesting to see. So we're seeing a little mini bull runs, and he thinks we're going to go to $5,500, $5,700 next. I don't know if I believe that, but again, I didn't think we were going to go much under 8,000 or 7,800, but here we are at 7,491. It is what it is. We need to be prepared for everything out there, okay? Let's check out over here on Tron. Tron is talking about the Tron virtual machine, and it's revealed its secret project. Project Atlas, according to, will allow Tron to surpass Ethereum on daily transactions and become the most influential public blockchain in the world, says this article posted on FX Street by Mr. John Isage. You could see it there online. I have it linked down below as well. Tron price is still walloping in selling pressure. Besides, it is currently testing July's lows at 3 cents. I mean, it's been stuck at 3 cents is what I'm seeing, okay, for some time now. But now the Tron Foundation founder, Justin Sun, and you know he's a bit of a crypto celebrity. He's been teasing the community with a project that came to be known as the Tron Secret Project. So they've revealed it. It's called Project Atlas, and will allow Tron to surpass Ethereum on daily transactions and become the most influential public blockchain in the world. Now, I was expecting a little something bigger than just them announcing that they're faster than Ethereum. I mean, there's plenty of blockchains that are faster than Ethereum. EOS is coming to mind. Okay, but Project Atlas, after all this hype, like that they had this secret project, and it ends up being that it's just them announcing that they're faster than Ethereum. It's really nothing, in my opinion, worth headlines, but it is what it is. People want to market the coin as best as they can. Tron has a lot of marketing. Tron has this gentleman Justin Sun that's a bit of a crypto celebrity behind it, and I noticed that Tron had a lot of trading volume back in December. It had some volume higher than Bitcoin at one point, so that caught my attention. Now with the secret project or whatnot, I don't know what much to say. I mean, okay, it surpasses Ethereum on daily transactions. So what? So does Steem and so does BitShare. So tell me something new. Okay, let me know what you think about that there in the chat box. Goldman Sachs-Backed Poloniex adds EOS trading. Now, I didn't know that Goldman Sachs was backing the Poloniex cryptocurrency exchange. Now, I used to use Poloniex about a year ago, and then they started acting funny bunny with some of those awaiting withdrawal approvals. It didn't sit well with me. I stopped using Poloniex. Now I'm hearing and I'm reading here that they're backed by Goldman Sachs. Smells a bit like central banking. I don't know what to say about Poloniex, but they've added EOS trading. Now this pairs EOS. It associates EOS with this Goldman Sachs entity. Okay, Goldman Sachs. Big financiers out there on Wall Street. So, I know you guys want that legacy financial fiat to come into the crypto space. I don't know how good that is. We'll drop a little money for you maniacs out there. A tip for Pepe El Toro, Mark D, and the rest of the boomers that are tuning in worldwide. Make sure you're touching all the buttons out there. I want to make sure that we get to the top of the search results, guys. Make sure you touch all the buttons out there. Let's get to the top of the search results. Let's check out the Circle subsidiary added EOS after reviewing the project's fundamentals. So, EOS is on Poloniex. Deposits and withdrawals are currently live. EOS being one of my, speculative projects that I'm, dumping the bag on. You know how I feel about EOS out there, crypto maniacs. I think it could be a boomer. And, Tron is doing all this marketing saying they're faster than Ethereum. But if I'm not mistaken, and you could check out Blocktivity, you could see that EOS is, if not the most used blockchain as far as transactions, it's in the top 3 already. So it's more than Tron. It's more than Bitcoin at this point. Did I ever look at Docademic MTC? No, Void, I haven't. Thanks for reminding me. I will look at it, Void. Thanks for reminding me. I haven't checked it out, but I remember you mentioning it in the last broadcast. Okay, something is brewing with the bank, says Pepe El Toro. It apparently is. I mean, we have Ripple announcing that the Clinton, Bill Clinton is going to be doing a keynote speech out there, and then Ripple conference that's coming up. That smells like the Clinton coin. I don't want nothing to do with the Rips. And now we got Goldman Sachs talking about EOS. EOS, guys, could go either way. There's some elements with EOS that is a bit centralized, the arbitration or whatnot. I don't know how much I like it, but I like the idea behind EOS. The prior projects that were made by Dan Larimer are attractive to me. So, I got a bag. And like I said, with all these altcoins, guys, okay, experiment with the baby altcoins, jump in, jump out, okay, speculate with them, do what you like, but always remember, okay, when it comes to crypto, the majority of your cryptocurrency bag should be in Bitcoin. And that's my personal opinion. Okay, the reason being is that Bitcoin reigns supreme. The markets don't lie. You could see that the Bitcoin dominance is currently 48.5% of all the markets are in Bitcoin. So, in my opinion, you should be somewhere around the same. Okay, we expect the Bitcoin dominance to keep increasing as the anticipation for this ETF approval or disapproval comes closer as it approaches. Okay, as soon as this Bitcoin dominance starts decreasing, we might see some of the altcoins. So right now, everything seems to be hinging on this ETF approval. The posters over there, or the trading chart, the TA analysis over there, technical analysis posters over here on TradingView are saying now to sell Bitcoin, which is interesting. Just up till yesterday, they were saying buy, buy, buy. And now soon as things dropped under that $7,600 marker, it seems like the sentiment has changed, which is a little bit negative. Maybe we will see things go lower. Okay. I have identified some new support and resistance level here, added the new resistance. You can see here the red lines and the new support. The resistance is a little higher and the support a little lower than what we identified before. So our resistance right now somewhere around 8,200. Our supports now are somewhere around 5,600. Okay, so we could go down that low or go up that high. So far, maybe we're going to be in that pocket, okay, for some time now. Before Bitcoin went over $8,000, I was speculating that we would be trading the entire summer between 5,800 and 8,000. Now, we've been pretty close into that range, although we did break that prior resistance that I identified back here just a few weeks ago. But, are we still going to stay within this range? Maybe, okay? Maybe up until that ETF. Right now we're in no man's land. Bitcoin, this is where no crypto maniac has gone before. After this kaboom, like we've never seen before, up to a 20K, and now we're at 7,500. We're waiting, patiently waiting here in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. I want everybody looking like 300 by the end of the year, okay? In anticipation for this ETF approval, in anticipation for the new year, while Bitcoin is, whether it's on the on season or the off season, it doesn't matter. The crypto maniacs are eating healthy every day, getting healthier and wealthier with every move, with every trade. And like I said, guys, if you're not looking like 300 by the end of the year with a Bitcoin stuck to the end of your blade, okay, you're going to get thrown out the box. Kaboom the like button right now, guys. Shout out to Pepe El Toro. Shout out to Cryptonomicon. Shout out to 6K Bitcoin Bros. Shout out to Lee Benke and Mark D and the rest of the boomers that are tuning into this live broadcast. We got 24 maniacs in the box right now. Champagne Crypto, the voice, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. I'm still here, whether things are up, down, downtown, guys. We're going to be pushing the line forward. We still have our eyes and our target set on a $1 trillion market cap by the end of the year, or sometime in 2019. Right now, we're at $267 billion on all the market cap bags worldwide. And like I said, we're aiming for $1 trillion market cap. The next hurdle that we need to cross is this ETF. If the ETF gets approved, I expect things to kaboom, maybe 2x at least. So things may go to 14, 15,000. Now, if that doesn't get approved, we may slide downtown, below 6,000, closer to the $5,000 range. Okay. And things could remain bearish up until maybe even to the end of the year. Someone suggested yesterday in the box that if the ETF doesn't get approved, perhaps maybe things will be trading sideways and we'll be in a bear market until those November elections. Okay, and that's an interesting take. I don't know if I agree or disagree with that, but it's something to consider. Okay, shout out to Blockchain Susha. Shout out to Funk. Pepe El Toro, one of the high-ranking officials out there in the blockchain battlefield. Politics is getting in the way, says Pepe. But, usually politics does get in the way, guys. But, we're not here for the long politic. What we're here is for the long kaboom. Healthier and wealthier with every move, with every trade out there. Drop a comment below. Let me know which side of the globe that you're tuning in from. This live broadcast being broadcasts throughout the globe out there. We got crypto maniacs out there in Europe, in Asia, South America, worldwide. Let me know what part of the globe you're waving that crypto flag from, which crypto coin that you're holding the majority of your bag in. I hope it's Bitcoin. And let me know if you're exercising, if you're following a specific diet or whatnot. I want everybody, again, looking like this by the end of the year. If you're not looking like 300 by the end of the year and you continue to be a fat boy or a frail little skinny boy, we're going to throw you out the box. Kaboom to that. Shout out to CryptoZilla, frontline in the Far East. CryptoZilla, high-ranking general, at least 4 stars, aiming for those 5 stars. He's out there deep in the trenches in Japan, I believe, waving his crypto flag and hodling those crypto coins worldwide. Funk has been averaging out of altcoins since April. Did it so late, okay? Not too late out there, Funk, but I'm glad that you've been paying attention and you know the importance of keeping the majority of your bags in Bitcoin. It's how the boomers roll. Shout out to Charles Sanjuro out there in New York, booming hard out there. Shout out to all my New Yorkers. Cryptonomica says he wish he can say I'm live from the moon, but unfortunately BTC is bleeding out along with the alts. Absolutely. It is what it is. I always told you guys, keep one in the chamber, be prepared for a crypto storm. This thing may blow hard. Okay, we may dip under 7,000 if we don't stay in the trajectory to get approved with this ETF. Okay, seems like everything's hinging on this ETF. The ETF is set to be approved August 10th, so we got another week or so of this dip, dive, and slide. I think we're not going to see much until we approach that October 10th date. And it's important to note that that date could be pushed back up to 45 days if I'm not mistaken. Funk still has a quarter of his portfolio from its peak, so it's all good. He started in 2016 and way into profit. Shout out to Funk. He's definitely a long, old school boomer out there if he's been in the bit since 2016. We appreciate you for tuning in out there, Funk, and wish you good luck on your bags. Shout out to Blockchain Susha, booming hard out there in Philadelphia. Shout out to all my maniacs out there in Philly. He's holding Bitcoin like a true boomer should. Brian Holm out there in California, kabooming with the best of them, guys. I see you out there, Brian. More coins and more bits. Kaboom to that. If you're just tuning in, the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Bitcoin is under fire. Red on the streets, blood on the field. Red. Soldiers losing limbs out there. Someone call a medic. It's a bloodbath out on these crypto battlefields, guys. I told you, if you plan on being a long-term boomer, you need to earn your stripes and your stars. If you're not prepared to step on a landmine, lose a limb, an arm, a leg, then you are not prepared to be a crypto maniac boomer with the best of them here in the blockchain battlefield trenches, guys. It goes up, it goes down, and we're only building stronger men out here, separating the men from those little baby bear mice, the pits from the poodles, the feast from the famine out here, crypto maniacs. Which side are you on? Let me know there in the chat box, guys. Champagne Crypto won't turn down. I will not stop screaming, kabooming, and yelling worldwide, guys. Hit all the buttons. Okay, I'm excited out here. Whether things go down or up, I'm long gun on these bits. So we'll be here whether the bits are on duty, off season, on season, left, right flank. It doesn't matter, guys. We are booming worldwide. And, we're going to see this $1 trillion market cap sooner or later. And we will celebrate with major kabooms during these live broadcasts when we cross that line, guys. I'm excited. I won't stop. I'm pumped up. Even though today I didn't hit the gym, I'm on the off day. Every other day I'm working out. Okay, I just put up a video for you guys explaining my keto breakfast and my keto bulletproof coffee, where I put some Kerrygold grass-fed butter, okay, butter from grass-fed cows, and coconut oil, a heavy whipping cream, guys. I have the entire video up there. I want to share with you guys some of the healthy lifestyle that we've been leading out here, because it's not only about the crypto out here, not only about gaining crypto bags, it's about gaining muscle, gaining strength, okay, and gaining more integrity on the markets here, letting these baby bear cubs know who's really the boomers out here. We won't stop, okay, and you better tuned in. It's going to be more coins and more fiat dropping worldwide. Kaboom to that. Shout out to El Crypto. I see you. Send some to Vitalik. We need to send Vitalik a package, protein shake, testosterone cypionate, human growth hormone, whatever it takes for Vitalik and his homies to gain a little more strength. Okay? Vitalik, holler at Champagne, will get you on the gym. Ripple, trash bag. Crip Zillionaire, I see you. Ripple announced that they will feature Bill Clinton on their new conference that's coming up soon. Ripple smells like central banking. It's smelling like the Clinton coin, and it's looking more like the globalist coin out there, the lefty coin. I want nothing to do with it. It smells like trash bags. Pepe El Toro needs to hit the gym. Everybody needs to hit the gym. Or no, he says he needs to hit the gym. That's absolutely. You must be talking about Vitalik. Vitalik looking skinny out there, okay? How does Vitalik expect to compete with Bitcoin and some of these other coins like EOS and Tron that are right behind him? They're on his tail out there. Vitalik, push some weight up there. Jump in the chat box here with the maniacs. Maybe we can help you out. Ripple is good for bull runs. They got rappers and politicians on board. Yeah, I want nothing to do with it, Namicon. I want nothing to do with it, okay? I want nothing to do with the central banking system. Shout out to DP Murray out there. I see you, DP. Pepe El Toro says Donald Trump needs to jump on that crypto train like Putin. Okay, yeah, that would be an excellent thing if Trump tweeted something positive of the crypto. But we don't need Trump. We don't need Putin. We don't need any of these clowns, guys. We could do it on our own, okay? It will definitely help out, okay? We invite Trump to jump on the crypto train, but we don't need him, okay? We don't need him. We're here for the long gunner, okay? We're going to be on this crypto train way after Trump finishes his presidency. So, you know, if he wants to jump on the train, we invite him, but we don't need none of these suits. Shout out to Marlon Jones, Bulls on the Block. What up, Chance? Love the bull. Thanks a lot there, Marlon. I'm experimenting here, trying to put a little bit more effects, more kabooms, more explosions. You know the deal out there, Marlon. Trying to keep things spicy, entertaining, raise the production value on these clowns out here. Just wait for these YouTubers to start biting my style. You'll see them, okay? Wannabe boomers. They're not doing it like we're doing it here in the box out there. Shout out to Hefe Crypto. I see you, Hefe. Shout out to Trader Ritudo. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, Trader. He's asking, is Nano dead? You know, I'm not sure. It looks like most of the altcoins now are bleeding red. I wouldn't call it altcoin season there, Trader. You know, keep your bags in Bitcoin is what I would suggest. Again, it's important for me to say this in all the broadcasts. I am not your crypto daddy, although maybe I should be. So take my advice with a grain of salt. Make sure that you follow up and do your own research out there, okay? It's important for you to be responsible for your own bags. I'm just a cryptomaniac boomer out here. I don't want anybody crying to champagne if things don't go the way that I expected them to, okay? Clean your own room and be responsible for your own private keys out there. Boycott the Clinton, says Lee. Yeah, I mean, we've been doing that for a while, Lee. We have nothing to do with that one. Cryptonomicon says he's not a fan of Verge either, but it's about the boom. Why not? Just like Bitcoin Cash can't stand it, but if it's great on bull runs, got to keep emotions out of this game. Yeah, that may or may not be true. I mean, you know, Verge, someone called Verge in the box last week. They said, champ, look at Verge. It's a boomer. The charts are looking sexy. And I forgot who it was, but it was one of our high-ranking officials here in the population of the chat box. And that boomer was correct because Verge took a little spike this week, leading the privacy coin index. We need Jeff Bezos to buy up a few million in BTC. Yeah, you know, that would help too. I mean, Amazon accepting cryptocurrency would be great. Charles Sanjuro is not touching any altcoins till BTC dominance goes to 41%. Okay, that's conservative, but I'm not mad at you, Charles. Never upset at the boomers that hold Bitcoin, okay? You know, if you're in it to win it, if you're a long boomer, you understand that Bitcoin leads the pack. Choo-choo, get a choo-choo train sound effect. Lee, great idea. I like that idea, Lee. That would go great with the siren, okay? Yeah, I like that. I may have to do that. All aboard. Yeah, I like that one, Lee. All aboard the boomer train. I told you to jump on the train, guys. You know, this thing is you know, it may take a little dip, okay? But it's headed in the long gun, okay? It's headed to Boomtown, okay? Tell the friends, the family, the rest of the animals on the farm, choo-choo, jump on the train. We still got plenty of seats here, and Bitcoin is still at a favorable price, if you ask me. Okay, thanks for the idea there, Lee. I agree with you. Champ, have you seen these Bitcoin ATMs popping up in Florida? Saw one in Pompano the other day. Maybe a better idea than cards at corner stores. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few of them, I don't know what to say. I think it's good for those that own the Bitcoin ATMs because, they're getting a little cut every time you buy from that Bitcoin ATM. They're probably charging you a 10% premium. Okay. What do I have to say about it? I'm not upset, let these people do what they got to do. But if you're into Bitcoin and you're really going to use it, why would you need to go to ATM? You could just handle it online and buy it online. Now, maybe some people want to buy Bitcoin in cash and they dump some cash into the ATM. They want to stay anonymous. I can understand that as well. But, if I'm not mistaken, you could probably buy Bitcoin online with gift cards. Okay, so, what do I think about it? I'm not mad, but does it make me that excited? Not too much, but it does certainly look like a good opportunity for those that own the Bitcoin ATMs because every time that they're being used, it seems to me like they're charging about a 10% premium, so they're winning. Cripzillionaire says, Champagne, you need to copyright your phrases before we boom and go mainstream. People will be selling your merch. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I like influencing the networks out here. They know who the true boomers are. Maybe we do got to get some merch before these little baby bear cubs try to hop on the boomer train. Smart contracts are the only lucrative space in these downtrends. The best store of value is in ERC20 tokens. I disagree with you, 6K Bitcoin bros. Okay, smart contract. Those smart contract games are a little Ponzi-esque, and I don't see the long-term value of them. If that's what you're referring to, if you're not, you're just referring to ERC20 tokens. I will disagree with you. The number one boomer out here is Bitcoin. Okay, if you haven't figured that one out yet, perhaps you're still a baby bear cub, and I'll give you some time to do the knowledge out there. Okay, but smart contracts are not better than Bitcoin in my personal opinion. I disagree. And what happened with Civic? Got up at 4 a.m. and it was up 140%. Sold it, of course. No, I didn't see that. Let's look at the big hitters today. Let's look at the big hitters. See, who's booming out there. So we got Kitcoin, Dentacoin, Bitcoin Private. Now, Bitcoin Private's been coming back and forth here. It's been the loser. It's been the winner. What's going on with Bitcoin Private? Is it getting shilled? Is it getting pumped in one of these pump and dump group? What's going on? Dropple, never heard of it. Embercoin, Metaverse. Look at Chainlink. Chainlink's a shill coin from 4chan, and now it's booming. I don't want nothing to do with that either. Augur is looking all right. I like Augur. I've talked about Augur, a predictive marketplace. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I think Augur has some value. Elastos, not booming, but it's holding its line. We've talked about it as well. So there's not really too many boomers that we know. Kickcoin, I don't know much about that. Dentacoin, I think that's a dentist coin. I don't know the actual purpose of that, but let me know. Let's see what the losers are. The losers are VeChain, Polymath, that securities token, or aiming for the securities market is what I understand. Walton Chain, WAN Chain, Nano. Okay, so you guys asked about Nano. It's a loser today. Nano used to be Ray Blocks. I don't hold any bags. I don't know what to say about it, whether it's a boomer or a doomer, but it's definitely dooming today. Stratus, an Ethereum competitor, it's down. Icon Loopring, PundiX. I think PundiX is partnering with another coin, if I'm not mistaken. AI on Zilliqa. How about Zilliqa, guys? Every time I put up a video here on YouTube, I got like 25 Russian bots trying to comment on my video and shill some sort of Zilliqa airdrop. Of course, they all get deleted and removed. We don't accept links on our comments on this channel, okay? Because the majority of them are just a bunch of shillers and spammers. Now, is Zilliqa a shitcoin, or is it just being associated with spam bots? Let me know about that. Most ERC20s will either get shifted to a mainnet or upgraded ERC tech coming. So holding them takes watching to jump through the hoops to maintain your ownership. That's correct, CryptoZilla. That's correct. Most of these ERC20 tokens, they're just placeholders, and they will move on to their main net later on, okay? An example of that being EOS. EOS was just an ERC20 token at one point. Then they transitioned into their main net. There was a process to do that, and some people may not like the confusion of that process. So, you know, most of those ERC20 tokens, it's interesting to see where they'll be in another year or two. And will Ethereum survive their scalability problems? We know that they've talked about the Casper, the sharding, and they still haven't done any upgrades out there. It seems like Vitalik is having trouble lifting the weights, guys. Let's throw him a protein powder. Let's throw him a Cypionate, guys. Somebody send that care package into his P.O. box ASAP. What altcoin would you recommend the most? That's a good question. That's a good question. What altcoin would I recommend the most? Well, you know, I would recommend one that is going to hold its value comparable to Bitcoin. So, you know, the first thing that comes to mind is something like Ethereum. You know, these long holders, altcoins that are blue chips, in my opinion, are something like Ethereum. Monero is another one that's been around for a while. I do see privacy coins being undervalued. Okay. I would say Litecoin, but you know how I feel about the lights, guys. You know, the Litecoin, it's been hard to hold the bag. So, you know, I would say Ethereum. But, you know, if you're just looking to get into one altcoin, you're better off just holding Bitcoin, in my opinion. Okay. I think altcoins are good to speculate in. So, you know, if you're going to buy a couple altcoins, maybe get 2-3 altcoins and see which one booms, because, you know, maybe Stellar increases in value faster than Ethereum in the next few months. Okay. So, you know, you may want to consider that. I don't know. Okay. Altcoins that I like personally, I like Ethereum, EOS, Cardano. I got a bag of Litecoin, Monero, and Neo. Out of these top 13, those are definitely the ones that catch my attention. G Torres says Monero. Yeah. And then Litecoin. You know, I hold both of those bags. Do you think Litecoin is still a good long-term hold? Says Denex Series. You know, as much as I've been criticizing Litecoin and how, you know, as much as it bothered me that Charlie Lee dumped its entire bag at its all-time high back in December, I've held on to this bag. Okay, I've held on to the bag of lights, even though I've been complaining. Last week, I questioned whether to swap out the Litecoin for Bitcoin Cash. Some people said do it. Other people said don't do it. I decided not to do it. Then I was considering swapping it out for Ethereum Classic. Other people said do it. Other people said don't do it. I didn't do it. And I ended up holding the Litecoin bag. But finally, Marlon Jones, Bulls on the Block, he told me, champ, stop dancing and prancing and just dump it into some Bitcoin. So if I'm going to exchange the Litecoin, I'll probably just get Bitcoin. Dump your bag already, champ, or do a champagne crypto trivia night and give Litecoin away. You may have a good idea there, Cryptonomicon. I have been dancing and prancing. And I admit it, though. I admit it. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, I got rid of it. But I'm a dancer and prancer. I'm holding on to this lights. Part of me, like I said, really dislikes it. But the other part of me considers Litecoin the holy trinity of crypto, being Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Those were the three main coins that have been on Coinbase for some time now. And, you know, I still have hopes that, you know, Litecoin could kaboom, but maybe I should just swap it out to Bitcoin. Arbitraging has proven their bot technology yesterday, proving users soon decentralized. Okay, so you're talking about arbitraging, you know, ArbCoin market cap. You're probably trying to shill something. You know, I'll look more into that. Okay, you know, the arbitraging and the you know, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, you know. You can look into that, but with the fees alone, you may run into some problems. After Bitcoin gets an ETF, indexes will be created afterwards. Litecoin will be included in many indexes, along with Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash, says G Torres. Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that when we see this bull run, Ethereum goes up in value. Litecoin goes up in value. Let's do a quick rundown on some of our favorite altcoins and see what the consensus on TradingView is, the technical consensus, whether to buy or sell. Starting off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, 10 say sell, 9 say neutral, and 7 say buy over there in TradingView. Stellar Lumens, XLM, they're saying to sell it as well. 9 say sell, 10 say neutral, 7 say buy. Bitcoin Cash, they're also saying to sell it. So, I mean, it's it's not looking good, at least for the very short term with these cryptos. I see the majority of these boomers out there saying sell, sell, sell. That way they can stop losses. You got Zcash. Zcash being one of my favorite privacy coins alongside Monero. It's a strong sell. 17 are saying sell, 19 neutral, and 0 buy. Let's check out Ethereum. Ethereum, they're saying strong sell as well. Dump the ether bags. They're saying 16 are saying sell, 9 are neutral, and 1 are saying buy. Let's look at Monero. We were just talking about Monero. They're also saying Monero, and I expect all of these coins to be suggested to sell in this market. Okay, it looks like most of the boomers are hedging their losses and into fiat right now. So they're saying sell Monero. Let's look at Neo. They're saying strong sell on Neo. Let's look at Litecoin. We were just talking about the lights. Sell Litecoin. 15 say sell, 9 neutral, 2 buy. Zencash. I did a video about Zencash. They just introduced their super and secure nodes, an alternative to master nodes out there. There was some hype with Zencash last week, but this week they're saying sell. 13 saying sell, 10 neutral, 3 buy. Ethereum Classic, after being listed on CoinMarketCap, now the boomers are calling for a strong sell. 16 boomers say sell, 10 neutral, 0 buy. Let's look at EOS, one of my favorite coins, highly anticipated blockchain with a governance and constitution structure. But the boomers are also calling for a sell. 16 say sell, 7 say neutral, 3 say buy. 0x, a lot of boomers in the box are anticipating 0x to be listed by CoinMarketCap soon. Okay, CoinMarketCap hinted at 5 coins, including Cardano, 0x. And a few others. Now I'm going blank, but most of the boomers there in the box think it may be 0x. This is a decentralized exchange. And then you got Steem. Steem is a strong sell as well. Okay, Steem is a strong sell. Do we have any other coins that we're looking at here? IOTA. Sell. Looks like every single coin's on a sell. Cardano, strong sell. Verge. Some boomers were talking about Verge. It's a sell. BitShares, one of my favorite decentralized exchanges, sell. So it's sell, sell, sell. Tron is probably sell as well. Sell. And then Digibyte. We had the shillers at Digibyte last week. I haven't heard a Digibyte shiller this week. It's sell. And then Mana, that virtual reality coin, Decentraland, is also sell. So every single coin is being suggested to be sold by those trading view maniacs out there. Okay, so in that case, I'm not selling any crypto. Okay, I'm not selling any Bitcoin. I don't sell into fiat. I hodl the bits. What I may do is consolidate more into Bitcoin. Okay, I see Bitcoin losing less value than some of these altcoins. Okay, and then as soon as that wave comes back, maybe we'll jump back into the alts. Okay, that's something to consider. Let me know what you think about this. Do you agree? You disagree? What are your moves out there worldwide? Rafterman R, I see you. Namicon, I see you. Denix Series, I see you. Hefe, I see you. B Prop is still shilling Digibyte. And Revolutionist says, yo, champ, I see you, Revolutionist. Denix Series thinks many don't think long-term. No, many don't think long-term, but the boomers here in the box are long-termers. Okay, we're long gunners out here. Okay, this is a long-range sniper scope. We're looking at 1 year, 2 years, or even 5 years into the future out here. Okay, we don't care what's going to happen next week. We want to know what's going to happen next month, next year. Yeah, because it's going to go lower. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I didn't think we were going to go under 78. But since we have, it's a strong possibility that we may go lower. Right now, after I saw things go under 78 now, I got to readjust my opinions. We may go lower. So just be prepared. Just be prepared. We have buy and hodl advisories worldwide out there for those 300 maniacs out there on the field. Make sure that you're training, okay, during these Bitcoin storms, these crypto storms that may blow over. You need to have your blade sharpened and get ready for combat out there, guys. Attack on all fronts. Denix Series wants to hodl until 2025 at the most. Right now, we're looking at the halving, which is occurring in 2020 or 2021. And we expect the price of Bitcoin to really take a spike up there right before the halving. Cardano for the win, since Brian Lattimore. Shout out to Brian. Marcelo says, General, I see you, Marcelo. Okay, guys, I'm going to start tuning out. We've been on the networks for about 40 minutes or so, and, I want to keep these broadcasts a little shorter than usual. So I'll take a few more comments or questions. And to recap, I have the articles linked down below. These boomers say that Bitcoin, like gold in 2008, will flash dump. So they're expecting a little dump now, but moon afterwards, says this crypto analyst, Willie Woo, over here on Crypto Globe. So you may want to check that out. And you could see that Tron has revealed the project Atlas. All it is that it's going to be running faster than Ethereum. I don't know what all the hype is. And then we got Goldman Sachs. I just learned that they back Poloniex, the cryptocurrency exchange, and they've added EOS. EOS is Ethereum on steroids is what I like to call it. And it's interesting to see where EOS will be in the next year or so. And the fact that they're getting listed by Poloniex, and Poloniex is in bed with Goldman Sachs. Let's see how that could impact the price of EOS. Drop a comment or question below before I tune out. The voice of the blockchain here. Good stuff today, champ. Peace, my brother. Shout out to Charles. I see you, Charles. I appreciate you tuning into these broadcasts, Charles. Charles, one of the boomers out there in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield, frequently tuning into Champagne in the Morning. We appreciate you out there, Charles. Nice vid in the morning. I don't eat pork, but I may try that bulletproof coffee, says Hefe Crypto. Yeah, check out my last video. I let you guys know. I showed you guys the breakfast I cooked yesterday. I like cooking bacon and eggs, high fat, high protein. Okay, only quality ingredients. I use the pasture raised eggs or whatnot. We use the organic coconut oil. I showed you guys how to do bulletproof coffee. It's high fat coffee where I put what was it? Grass-fed butter, coconut oil, and whipping cream. If you want to see the entire video and watch me whip it up, it's the last video. I just posted it up. I'll continue to share little short videos with you guys, whether it be diet or exercise, guys. Make sure that you're kabooming all the like buttons, to subscribe, the post notification bells. Let the globe know that Champagne is on the network spreading the good crypto word, guys. If there's no other comments or questions, I'm going to go ahead and tune out. It's the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.